And we're back. Let's go into the best part of Ryujin Industries.
I need that rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back.
Nice to
Good,
catch you in the
you're
office.
here.
Hey, you
It's
noticed.
time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd.
Well, you're the boss. Let me know.
In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users.
Yeah, makes sense. Otherwise, it would have been extremely useless.
Oh, yeah. Marketing and finance wouldn't have it any other way.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection.
Of course. Installing experimental technology into your very head. What could go wrong?
I'm sorry, Andreja. Do you work here? Then chill.
Good. I'm glad you see this as an opportunity.
And I love a willing subject. Now it's just a matter of getting the key ingredient. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothicite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the rothicite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Carinae station.
Oh, great. Let me guess. Everything's gone to hell.
Correct. The updates have been regular up until now. Last we heard, the shipment was ahead of schedule.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Veena can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Okay, so get the missing shipments and figure out what
Mining station
happened.
is CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
I fear the worst for the people on that station.
To Carinae. And yeah, if it wasn't obvious why I chose Ryujin first, it's obviously because of the neuroamp. That thing just seems a useful reward. I mean, at least on theory. In practice, I'll probably forget to use it. But hey, maybe it'll show up as in the persuasion minigame thingy. What? Great, I cannot find the door. And now there's plenty of enemies. Another one. At least they're low level, so can't really complain much. Oh, the gravity on this one. That's just ridiculous. I'm trying to use a melee weapon, man. Not gonna waste my best bullets against
I
you.
have something I wanted to say. But I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
Oh, you're finally gonna flirt with me, eh?
I am reluctant to put that to the test. But it is necessary that we are honest with each other. You told me that you believe in going it alone, as you put it. But we have traveled together for a while now. I feel I must honor that time with the truth. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun. My people. My family.
Not what I
They
expected.
have retreated from open relations with the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective. but they still exist. I was born in the great city of Dazra, and raised with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the great serpent and his inevitable return.
How many more dialogues until I have
Thank
your
you.
quest and
I
a
doubt
wife?
many would see it that way. There is a reason I am only just revealing this now. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
Baby, no, you're a spy.
That was the intent. Yes, the reality is more complicated. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me.
Ooh, did they confront you? How did it go?
Quite an understatement. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe.
So, are you like a double agent or?
I suppose that is one way of looking at it. Sarah has not asked me much about House Varun, but the information I send them could be seen as valuable to her. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
You're just in limbo, not knowing what to do. Okay.
You have no idea what a relief that is. Thank you for trusting me.
Well, you're still the same person I met.
It was good news.
Not telling me about your past was not exactly something you did during. It's not something that changed after I met you, that's what I mean. Plus, does House Varun even matter for, like, anything? I know they have a bad reputation, but it seems like there might be a DLC coming, because there is no content. Okay, I guess this moon is gonna be quite easy, huh? Okay, give me some goodies. Some goodies. What do we have? Ooh. Okay, I must not forget to go to the den to sell it. Okay, Bethesda. Future note. 1,000 enemies is not as cool as one amazing boss fight, even though you're, not exactly from Soft. But that doesn't mean that you have to copy-paste the same thing 1,000 times. And it's not even over. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's very valuable. We can resell it. Well, just sell it. Okay, gotta be careful about these ones. Oh! Go on. There we go, lovely. Now, what do you have on you? Contract orders. Some good loot as well. I'll take that, and... Ooh, more credits. No. Your weapons suck. Needs to be 10k for me to care. Even though the ship has a lot of cargo now. Okay, so let's see what happened. Black crystals, unrelated. Ryujin cancelled. Redirected to the clinic. Contract orders. Well, I guess that's gonna be my proof that they both took it and killed everyone. Huh. Well, to the clinic it is then. Let's retrieve our shipment. I'm quite curious to see how that implant works, because apparently it's not just for dialogue. And I'm curious to see if it's gonna be any use, or if it's just gonna be like a fun thing. Okay, so this is like the best medical facility in the whole universe?
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
Percy, wait, but I really need to go
I
in.
bet you do.
I really
I'm
do.
glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Good for you.
Finally, someone who gets it.
That's what I should
Fine,
say.
I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
You are one huge bro. Oh, Lane. That was the last name of the doctor, Kendrick Lane, right?
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Ooh.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area.
Infinity told me to come.
In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
This damn contract will be the death of me.
Maybe, Dr. Lane.
Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave.
Are you deaf? Infinity sent me.
Checking up on us? I feel like we should be the ones checking up on you. What do you want?
A verbal update on the project.
Of course you do, because daily reports simply aren't good enough.
We are very thorough.
Failed to take the internal neuroamp, all resulting in death, with the exception of one, currently comatose. Sean and I are hopeful we'll be able to revive the subject, but until we receive proof of human trial authorization, any fourth group will be refused.
Well, you're under contract and that's up to Infinity.
Yes, and if they can't handle that answer, I wish them good luck in finding someone else willing to do the work under these circumstances. Now, anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, the Rothocyte shipment, we're gonna handle that ourselves.
Good. I specialize in neurosurgery, not chemistry. It's absurd you'd expect us to handle something like this in a medical lab. It's on the table. It's all yours. Anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you for believing in me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, work to do.
Yeah, you're an NPC. Stop pretending. Okay, so that's the shipment. Oh no. Andresia, well, we are at the right place, you know? It's the best medical clinic facility in the whole universe. Your head's invisible. It's not even missing, it's just invisible. Okay, let me just sell this really quick. Everything, go on. And lovely, back to Neon. Uber elements coming through.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako.
There you go, and you're welcome.
Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1?
Infinity killed him.
Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothocyte. Were there any survivors?
No, including the mercs that did it.
Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
I did. They also had a contract with
figured
Infinity.
It was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing?
Yeah, they were testing the thing and people died.
Human trials? Without even completing his product? Lucas must be insane.
Infinity appears to be on an entirely different level of corruption. It cannot be allowed to continue.
I love that it's
I'll
not
make sure
missing, it's
Hugo's
just
team
invisible.
extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothocyte secure, it's almost time for us to make our move.
Then let's get started.
Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Lovely, we'll do exactly that. And the key ingredient is now finished. The next one is sabotage.
Good. You're right on time. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
Oh,
So
and
this
treasure.
clears Imogen of wrongdoing. Good.
Agreed, though.
Yes, you made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogen was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
I can understand the need for deception, but it does come at quite a cost.
What do you mean, quite the cost? It's fine.
Good. Keeping Ularu in the dark is the key to taking her down. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
Will do. All the evidence matters.
I can't imagine a more satisfying ending.
Same.
Now, let's attend a meeting.
Sounds fun.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogen Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Oh, we don't need to lie. Well, I confronted Imogen.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogen is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Bitch, I told you. I knew it was you.
Watch me.
Imogen's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Yeah, Infinity has some buddies.
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
Look who
If I may
decided
make
to
a
reappear, huh?
We should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
Keep paying and I'll keep working.
And that's precisely why I know we can count on you.
Yeah.
Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Time to get the implant I heard so
Here's
much
my lucky
about.
candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Just, have me survive.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Oh, spare me of meaningless bickering.
Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is
What
that
did
you're in
I
good
just
hands.
say?
Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
I am ready. Andreja!
Miscalculation, then
Why does everyone...
we will speak again soon.
Starfield, where everything has an opinion. Sometimes not a face, but hey. It's only invisible, it's not missing. I'm hoping it'll come back eventually as well. Because I haven't even done her quest, so that would be awkward, but who cares? Who cares? It's fine.
Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously.
Well,
Once
not
you're able
obvious to me.
Let me know how you're doing.
Still got 2 feet, that's fine. Don't have any debuffs.
How are you feeling? You look good?
I look better than Andrasia.
That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Understood?
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
Can I go try it out, or...?
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Even the scientist won't shut up. Okay, so that seems easy enough. Go pick the key after I use the thingy and, pick the key. Go on. Okay, so you got it. Now, to the door. You don't need to run, you can walk. But hey, we passed the test.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
None that I'm aware of?
Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
I just want the gameplay
When it
advantage.
comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neuroamp is in total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Vina, shut the fuck up.
Good, you're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Well, it would have been even less if she wasn't a Starfield NPC.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
Let's make him wish they never did it.
And wish he shall. Every day. While he rots away in prison. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Care to elaborate so I know?
Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
Oh, option B. If there's persuasion involved, I'll take it.
Skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Hello, main character.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Just give me the program, stop putting up a front.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
It is best to keep the public unaware of such a device.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
Understood.
You don't work here. Companions don't need opinions on every single fart.
In fact, unless they're a master at being
fart.
one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Okay, can I go into their headquarters now?
You use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
I like how this is a PR tutorial.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go?
Hell no! Shut up, let me go!
Luck. And be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Will do.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Skylar! Ugh, that's giving me Breaking Bad flashbacks. Anyways.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look.
Hey, this time I didn't mistakenly deleted Dalton's footage of decrypting.
The decryptions hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
So it is clear what she intended. Now all that is left is to decide what to do with this information.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Olaru can't dispute it. All right.
So we do have definitive proof. So will we be able to get Imogen back?
We finally have the evidence we need to prove Olaru's guilt.
Then it is time we use it.
I was just gonna say for him to turn around. Andrasia, where's your face?
Let's hope she
again.
remembers those words.
When's that coming
Without
back?
that falsified evidence, Olaru is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Fun fact, Infinity is in New Atlantis.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters.
I didn't know.
Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
I do. Name's Skylar.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Oh, I noticed that fake smile. Whoa. Okay, so let's go to marketing.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notified me that you were on your way. Please, have a seat.
Do I
can notify Miss Hart that you
have to? Okay then. Oh, my psycho chubs. Okay, yeah, buddy.
notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
That's very kind, even though Andrasia just tried to make sure I have to stare at her face now that it's back. Which, hey, yeah, at least that's going on. So, waiting does not do anything. We have to go to the roof. And now is where the sabotage is coming into action, so gotta use the thing on that dude, and he's gotta make sure the fan stops spinning, because otherwise I'm just gonna become canned meat. Now, is that a window or... Oh, it is. Okay. Thought I could go in. Now, where do... Oh, door. Of all the directions, I looked at the worst one. Immediate action advised. Critical heating. Oh, activate. Not recommended. Not my problem. Infinity's problem. It is sabotage. Gas leak?
Evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Well, that's gonna suck for me as well. I don't wear spacesuits inside cities, so no protection. Oh well, we'll see. Plus, we have our new perk that we can use through the scanner. Wait, why is he running? Just want you to not notice me. Okay, let's close the door. Dude should be okay. And that's the first computer we're gonna need to infect. So, let me just lockpick it real quick. So silly. The hacking minigame is it's the lockpicking one. But okay. Just call it a digipick and it's solved, right? It just works. Okay, so let's manipulate that dude. Now we're fine. And we gotta make sure that one is not bothering us. Oh, don't fall. And okay, next section. This is going better than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, try not to hurt yourself falling.
That was quite a leap.
That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh. Okay, so let's manipulate this one. This is easy. Easy. Okay, finally, damn. Let's try stealth for as long as we can. So, vent. Now, where will this lead? Do I have to be careful? Is there no one around? We're fine. I still need to find the second computer. I seem to be in the clear. And our objective is right there, but we'll also need to get into the other place that's guarded. No one's here, right? Oh, good. Just like the other office. Okay. So the computers are the easy part. And let me guess, hell's gonna break loose. Over here. 0%. Oh, it's probably because it's higher level. That doesn't mean anything. Not in combat. Yeah, destroy the turret. Take care of those douches. Go on, stop hiding. What are you doing? Oh! Gotta heal. Emergency kit should do it. 2. Just wait until it's actually healed. And okay. There you are. My precious. Okay, time to leave. We have done it. Infinity has been sabotaged. Now it's time to deliver what we know to SSNN.
The action here in New Atlantis. Prime position to report on the big stories that affect the United Colonies. Can I help you?
Well, actually, I can help you.
All right. You've got my attention. What's this so-called story about?
Infinity's body count.
Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim?
I do. Here's a slate.
Good. The less investigation we need to put into this, the faster I can prepare the broadcast. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence.
I guess you do suppose, but I don't want to.
Well, you can't blame me for trying. Maybe your friend here would care to comment?
The friend has no comment.
I see. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
Just a concerned citizen.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment.
Oh yeah, why didn't you go instead,
A
Masako?
poor excuse. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp.
Well, let's say that I'm gonna lie and say it was extremely useful.
To avoid a body count?
Exactly, now you know.
It's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started.
Ooh.
Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Citizens of New Atlantis were shocked today when an unidentified assailant left several dead at the Infinity LTD building. The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
So you buy them and no one loses their job.
Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
I suppose it is all very simple when you do not consider the impact on actual human lives. Just your bottom line.
Why did I not dismiss her?
I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them.
You know what?
Yes.
You know
exactly
what?
what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know.
And they designed it. I like the irony.
You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
I'll do as I please, but I like the irony. Something tells me the manipulation is gonna be perfect for this quest, not so much for the rest of it,
Masako
but
send you to try and
we'll
convince
try.
me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
Oh, you just like to be difficult.
If I wanted to be difficult, I could make this much harder on you. But no, this is more than just some petty ploy. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished.
I'm already one step ahead of you.
Good. If you use that neuroamp wisely, it will guarantee that Infinity gets shut down.
Oh, poor thing. She's really not the brightest.
Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
Oh, it's gonna be super interesting.
You and me both. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
I bet you think you do. No.
Hey there.
Vina.
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Nope. Fortunately.
That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp.
Honestly, I don't care about the morals. I would
I'd
just
be the
like
next
more
Ray
implants.
My childhood hero and mentor. How amazing would that be? DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said that. He knows I love and respect him. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be? Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Okay, so that was easy.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
Oh yeah, she wants me to use manipulation on everyone that goes against her.
Neuroamp, no doubt.
Yep.
It would be almost fitting to see the technology immediately turned on those who fostered its creation.
Yes, Andreja, that's what we're
I'd
doing.
have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk. And look what happened.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, except...
I suppose you're right. As long as I'm fully aware of the risks, I can properly account for them. My first priority will be to get the board and all security members set up with shielding as soon as possible. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause.
Let's keep you busy. We're gonna acquire
I imagine we're
Infinity.
looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
Ah, you'll enjoy it.
If only there were more hours in the day.
Okay.
If you need something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my arguments are solid before this meeting. You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd. Is the Pandora's box of corporations.
Ooh, persuasion.
All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset.
Will do.
Have you been spending too much time with Lyndon? There's more to this than just credits.
Come on.
I do pride myself on solid contracts, and this one would be especially challenging. Huh.
See?
Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom.
For telling you it's gonna be challenging? Oh, okay.
Are you trying to add to my stress right now? First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
No, you won't, Andreja.
Very clear position.
You do not work here, and let's use
In an ideal
it.
situation, yes. And I suppose creating that ideal situation is within my power. Now you've made it sound like a proper challenge that I can't help but accept. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
Oh, please do.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side?
No, of course not. I am.
And I don't have an agenda. Look, I know Masako sent you. She knows I want this deal as much as she does. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light.
Yeah, I get it. You love
I'm sure
it.
I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
You got it all planned.
Well, you have my attention.
I just want more implants.
You're preaching to the choir. I have every intention of using it to our full advantage. In fact, I already have an entire marketing campaign in the works and ready to pitch once it's officially approved. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Lovely, thank you, Genevieve.
Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available.
Well, that's considerate.
Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd. Throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
'Cause the employees might be worth it for us?
Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic, which is not a luxury corporations have. It's a financial burden. It would be a huge undertaking on my part.
How is this option part of the manipulation? That's just
Infinity
logic.
never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation?
Better than you think.
Any insight into what made it successful?
They found it. End of story.
Being prepared for anything is a great asset, one that Masako excels at. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Thank you. What do you think of the implants?
It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for years to come. There's no doubt it's our future.
Okay then, bye-bye.
This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, well, if you say so. Now, time for the meeting, where Ularu's gonna be exposed.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
It's great PR.
Believe it or not, I agree.
Your tone, I hate
The acquisition
you.
has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
We were collecting proof. Now we have
Do you
it.
have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Oh, glad you asked, Ularu. We do.
The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Remember what I told you before, Ularu.
Security. Escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
Ah, the game's just gonna despawn you. So shut up. Your threats are
All right.
empty.
Back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up?
I could probably go for a grilled cheese right now.
If there's nothing else, this meeting is concluded. I'll be following up with a few of you shortly.
She said few, but she means me. Only me.
So, Infinity Ltd learned a lesson the hard way, and we exposed the traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
Thank you, it's nice to be appreciated.
It's well earned and deserved. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time.
There was no honor in Ularu's plan. It did not deserve to succeed.
You know, just main character things,
Imogene's instincts
Yeah.
were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it.
I know.
It's well deserved.
Yeah, that's why I said I know.
Details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
Okay, let's see. That's a lot of credits. I like it. Now, let's see.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Sure.
I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments. I must ask, though, are you not at all concerned with where future neuroamp research might lead?
Well, the technology is up, so if they don't do it,
Seems
someone
like
else
a
will.
pessimistic
It's
outlook.
not pessimistic. They found it.
For now, perhaps. Who is to say Ryujin will not conduct their own immoral experiments at some point?
Who's to say we should destroy it? It's out.
Nothing is so immutable. That seems a poor excuse.
Andreja.
And what happens when Ryujin falls prey to the same tactics it has employed and loses control of this technology?
Okay, disarm yourself. Give me your guns, because they might be used poorly.
I know you cannot possibly be attempting to compare my belief in the Great Serpent to
Oh,
this
shut up! I
situation.
said faith.
I will consider this
Not all
simply a very
faith
poor choice of
is
words on your
religion.
part.
Sometimes you
cannot
just
bring myself
blindly
to trust
believe in
religion the way
something,
you
even
seem
in
to.
an
I
ideal.
only hope for all our sakes that trust is not misplaced.
Ah, you're an NPC, you'll be fine. Some of the writing in this game is worse than fanfiction.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day.
Well, she also tried to frame Masako, but glad to see you back.
I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions?
Oh no, if you want Radiant quests done, do it
Good.
yourself.
The mission board is generally self-explanatory anyway.
Good for
With your
it.
promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course.
Thank you. I guess I'll see you around. Not.
Certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.
But yeah, let's do check the mission board. Just how boring and irrelevant is that gonna be? I mean, it's Radiant. I know for a fact it's gonna be Radiant. So, meaningless and for credits only. Yeah, I'm not touching that. No way! No way! Oh! We have loot. Okay, 2,000 credits. I'll take the ammo. The rest absolutely sucks. Digipicks. Those are okay. There's also weapon on the wall. I'll take those 2. 3. Thanks. Not the tissues. Yeah, we'll just take the ammo. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you have a good one. Bye.